So we'll be discussing blueprints. Okay, we'll start with what is blueprint. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is a blueprint? What is a blueprint? Blueprint is a visual scripting system meant to implement gameplay logic visually. It is a visual scripting system inside the Unreal Engine. With it, what we can do is we can add behaviors to characters, we can handle inputs, we can manage scores, lives, we can control lights, camera, audio at runtime. We can do all these things above this. Actually, we can implement any gameplay logic visually. Like there are two types of scripting. One is a text-based scripting, another one is a visual scripting. In text-based scripting, what we do, we type the code, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. In visual scripting, we don't type the code actually. So what we do, instead of typing the code, we create graph of nodes by connecting set of nodes together in such a manner that it performs one or other gameplay task. So in blueprints, we don't type the code. Instead of that, we create a graph of nodes from which we implement these gameplay logics actually. Right. So you can see here, I just open the Epic Games, launch. Okay, let me select games, blank project. I am not going to add any starter content here, so we'll save it at the desktop with my project name. Okay, so we are back here. Now I'm going to create a new level, file, new level, basic, create, file, save current level as. I'm going to say new folder, and I say here levels, and then I give here level name as level 1. Okay, now we are in level 1. Here let's say you have some object. So it is a cube. We have here cube in front of us, and this cube, I told you that anything which is part of the level, right, is actually called as a actor, right? In Unreal Engine, these are all actors. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So if you want to modify the properties of the actors at runtime, make sure it is set to movable first, right? We'll set it to movable. Now what I want actually is I want to rotate the cube. Okay, it should be movable around z-axis 5 degrees per frame. So what I will do, I will go to level blueprint, open the level blueprint here. You can see level blueprint is open. Now in the level blueprint, I can access this cube. How do I access the cube? By right clicking. So when I right click, I can create a reference to cube here. So if I click on this, it will create a reference to the cube. So this node indicates this cube. Now after getting the reference to the cube, I want to rotate. So we'll drag a wire from this pin and search for rotate. So you will get so many nodes. So in this we'll be using the node add actor world rotation. So what this node actually does is it takes the current rotation and it adds the delta rotation to that. So we are connecting this to event tick, so this node will be executed continuously. So current cube rotation is, you can see it is 0 0 0. Now here we want to rotate around z axis, right? So I'll say here 5. So here the rotation is measured in degrees, so the values that you are giving here is degrees. So on every frame your cube is rotated by 5 degrees in the z axis here. So if you see the z value is 0, 0 plus 5 is 5, then 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, like that the rotation is going to change here. Compile. So any modification you do, you just compile and save, and then if you click on the play button, you should see that the cube is rotating here. Here we are not typing any code, right? We are creating the graph here, so it's called event graph. So you are creating the graph of nodes by connecting the nodes in such a manner that it performs one or the other gameplay task actually. Are you understanding, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here you can decide in which axis you want to rotate. Like you want to rotate around the y-axis, you can simply come here to y-axis and say 5, and z-axis I am setting 0. If I say compile, save, come back and play, it starts rotating around the y-axis. Now if you want to rotate the other side, then simply you can say here minus, negative, compile, save and play. So it is going to rotate on the other side, you can see that. And you want to rotate in speed or slow down, you can simply say lesser or higher value. So if I say -1, compile, save, go back and play, so it rotates now slowly, you can see that. So you can increase or decrease the speed by giving the lower or higher value here. So if I say
Sir,
yes,
I have a question.
yes,
If you put delay node, does it delay each rotation by a thing or just slow the rotation down but make it look fast?
no, a delay node is for adding a delay in your event tick. Let's say if you are using a delay in between here, this node is executed after every that delay that you mentioned actually. like
Um,
like if I use a delay node in between here, so if you say here 2, that means after it is not going to execute now every frame, so it is going to execute after every 2 seconds. Understanding? So after every 2 seconds your cube is rotated by 1 degree after every 2 seconds. Okay, 1 degree it will rotate in the y-axis. So if I compile, save and play, you should wait for it now. See, it is slowly changing. Let me give a higher value here. So instead of 1 degree, let me give a 10 degree. Okay, compile, save, go back and play. See, after 2 seconds, tick tick tick, right? Understanding?
yes, sir.
Yeah, so that is how it works actually, the delay node. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is every frame we are talking about. On every frame it should rotate. Now this will be more faster because your game is running at a different frame rate. Like if you want to see, you go here and show FPS. Now you can see it is running at around 60 frames per second. That means in 1 second this node is executing 60 times, and that means on every frame it is rotating 10 10 into 60. If you do, like, understanding, right, what happens, it will be rotating more faster,
Yes, sir.
like that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is what the blueprint means. What is a blueprint? It is a visual scripting system meant to implement gameplay logic visually. Okay, instead of typing the code, we create the graph of nodes by connecting set of nodes together in such a manner that it performs one or other gameplay task. So in our example here, we are rotating a cube around z-axis 5 degrees per frame. You can rotate according to your wish. So I hope it is clear what is blueprint actually, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we understood what is blueprint. Okay, uh, let me take this screenshot. I'll use the snipping tool for this. Control S I'll save it at the desktop with the name image1. Save this one. Right. Next, after understanding what is blueprint, we are going to understand types of blueprints. So when it comes to blueprints, there are different types of blueprints we have in Unreal Engine. Okay. Most commonly we'll be using the level blueprint and the blueprint class. Okay, so we have discussed the level blueprint here, right? So if you go to blueprints and say open level blueprint, you will get this level blueprint. We have another type of blueprint, like if you right click and say blueprint class, so it will create another type of blueprint class, blueprint actually, from different parent actors. We'll discuss that. There are different types of blueprints we have. So if I right click here, if you come to animation, you have an animation blueprint, you can see. If you come to blueprint, you have blueprint function libraries, blueprint interfaces, and if you come to user interface, there is a widget blueprint. So for different tasks, we have different blueprints actually. Okay, so first we'll understand the level blueprint and the blueprint class. Okay, then as and when we need, we'll discuss about other blueprints also, like animation blueprint, widget blueprint and all. Level blueprint, well, let's understand what is level blueprint first. A level blueprint is a blueprint associated with the each level. Okay, it is used to add level specific functionality. So every level in Unreal Engine comes with one level blueprint, and in that level blueprint we implement the level specific functionality. That means the functionality that we implement in the level 1 will not work in level 2. You have to re-implement that if it is required in the level 2 also. The same functionality you want in level 2, you have to re-implement that. Okay, so here you see this is our level 1. It's a level 1's level blueprint. Now if I save this, let me stop showing the FPS. Now if I go here and say create new level, basic create, and file, save current level as, and then I say here level 2, it's a level 2 now. Okay, so in the level 2, if I say open level blueprint, you see it's a level 2's level blueprint actually. So you see the name, both are same. So it's a level 2's level blueprint. Now if you want, let's say you have this in the level 1 you have a cube, right? Yeah, you can definitely copy this cube. Okay, copy this, go to level 2 and paste it. See, cube is pasted, fine. Okay, nice, it is movable also. If I go back to level 1 and open the level blueprint and copy this graph, and if I go back to level 2 and open its level blueprint, so in the level 2 level blueprint, and I can delete this event tick and paste that graph, Control V to paste. So now I have pasted the code, but if you see here that we are getting the warning, right? We are getting the warning saying it's unknown node. I don't know what is this node actually, because this code what you have copied, it is related to level 1, it's not related to level 2. So if you want to rotate this cube which is in this level 2, you have to again get the reference to this cube. So what you have to do is you have to get the reference, you have to right click and say create reference to cube, and then again say add actor world rotation. So I told you anything which is part of the scene is the actor, so you are rotating the actor. That's the reason you have to use this node, add actor world rotation. Now I want to rotate it around the y-axis by 10 degrees per frame. Now if I compile and save, we have no warning or anything, and if I click on the play button, it starts rotating. You can see that. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So level blueprint is a blueprint associated with each level, is used to add level specific functionality. In the level blueprint you can access actors in the level. Okay, you can access any actor. It's a cube, right? Maybe you have some other actor like a light, so you want this point light in your blueprint. You can simply right click and say create reference to point light, so you will get the reference to that point light, and you can do anything to that point light. You can set visibility of the point light, or maybe you can set the color of the point light, maybe you want to set the intensity of the point light, so you can do that. Okay, so in the level blueprint you can access actors in the level and add functionalities to them. Now what is a blueprint class? Blueprint class is a asset actually. It is used to add functionality to gameplay elements which can be reused in the same level or in the multiple levels. So that is the specialty of the blueprint class. Once you create a blueprint class, you can use it in the same level as well as you can use in multiple levels, in other levels also. It is a reusable actor, is used to create reusable actors. Now if you want to create a blueprint class, let me show here. Let me save this one. Okay, let's say I create a new level here, basic, create, save selected. Now file, save current level as, this is level 3. Okay, level 3. Now I am going to create a blueprint class. I just right click here and say new folder called as blueprints. So in the blueprints folder I right click and say blueprint class. See, this is how we create a blueprint class. Right click and say blueprint class, and then here we have to pick the parent class. Actually the parent class is I'm going to choose actor, because actor is an object that we can place or spawn in the world. We can place. Okay, we'll be discussing about these things later. We'll talk about pawn, character, all these things later. At present we are just understanding what's a blueprint class. So I'm going to choose actor, and then I say here bp underscore cube. So I'm creating a cube, so I have given the name bp underscore cube. So blueprints should have prefix bp underscore and then the blueprint name. Actually bp underscore, you should follow this naming convention, bp underscore and then the blueprint name. I'm creating a cube, so bp underscore cube, and then I'm going to open this blueprint class. So you will get this blueprint editor, and here you see you have a viewport and the event graph. So every blueprint class has this viewport and event graph, and you will see a construction script which is actually being executed before the begin play and tick. This is going to execute while playing, right? Before that it will execute the construction script. The place to spawn components or do other setups actually. So maybe you want to create some material for your cube which you want to execute at the editor itself. You can do all that thing actually. Now here in the viewport, what you will do is you will define the visual of the blueprint class. That means when you create an instance from this blueprint class, how it looks in the scene. Like at present it has no visual. Like if I say compile, save and bring it, if I drag and drop, that means you are creating the instance. So you see bp cube is placed. This is an actor. So this is a asset. bp underscore cube is a asset, whereas this one is a actor. It's an instance of the blueprint class, actual actor. Now it is, you see nothing actually here, right? Now I want to make it look like a cube, so I say add. From here we can add components, we can add audio, we can add point light, we can add cube, anything we can add to define the visual of our cube instances. So I just add a cube here. Now if I say compile, save, see now it looks like a cube. So if I add something else, like if I say add a sphere, so if I place it above here, I compile, save, you should see a sphere is also added. So this is a visual you are defining for the instances of this blueprint class. So I don't want sphere here, I just delete it. Okay, we have a cube now. Now what I want is I want to rotate it as we have rotated previously. I want to rotate the cube instances. So again I will use add actor world rotation. So add actor world rotation, here I'm using, and you can see the target is self. Target is self means this bp cube instance actually. Self indicate the bp cube itself. Now here we give the value, like how much it should rotate around x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. So I'll just give here 10. Okay, around y-axis, or maybe let me say in the z-axis I will rotate. Okay, in the z-axis I'll set 10. Now if I say compile, save, go back to level 3. So we have the instance here. If I click on the play button, you see that it is rotating. Okay, let me place it little forward here and I'll play. See, it is rotating, you can see that. So here the advantage of blueprint class is you can create n number of instances from it. So all you need is duplicate, or you can drag and drop. So when you drag and drop, you are creating the instance actually. So all these instances are linked to this blueprint class. So if I play now, see all the cubes are rotating. Now you need not to re-implement this logic actually for every cube. Now if I go Control S to save, and if I say new level, basic create, file, save current level as, and this is a level 4. I save it. In the level 4 also I can use this. I can simply use this. So if I play, you see they are rotating actually. So that is actually the advantage of the blueprint class. Blueprint class is a asset used to add functionality to gameplay elements, which can be reused in the same level or in the multiple levels. Is used to create reusable actors. Understanding? Yes, hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you understood the difference, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. So level blueprint is a blueprint associated with each level, is used to add level specific functionality. Blueprint class is an asset used to add functionality to gameplay elements, which can be reused in the same level or in multiple levels. In the level blueprint, you can access actors in the level and add functionalities to them, whereas blueprint class is used to create reusable actors itself. So that's the difference between the level blueprint and blueprint class. We'll discuss about animation blueprint, widget blueprint and all in the upcoming classes. Fine. So that's about types of blueprints. Now we'll discuss a little bit more about this about the level blueprint and the blueprint class. Okay, we'll discuss a little bit more. Now let's come to level blueprint and discuss more about it. Okay, so let's talk about level blueprint. So as I told, a level blueprint is a blueprint associated with each level, is used to add level specific functionality. In the level blueprint, you can access actors in the level and add functionalities to them. Okay, now how do you open the level blueprint? I have already discussed, right? I have already discussed. You go to this blueprints drop down and you will say open level blueprint. So when you say open level blueprint, it will open the level blueprint for that level. That's how you open. Now level blueprint user interface. So if you see the level blueprint, how it looks. So this is how it looks actually, level blueprint user interface. Now what you have is at the top is the menu bar. Here we have the menu bar where we have different menus, and next we have the tab bar here. This is a tab bar where you can put different windows as a tabs here, and then this is a toolbar. In the toolbar, the most commonly used tools are compile and save. So whenever you do any modification to your blueprint, you have to compile and save it, and after that you can run. And here on the left hand side you have my blueprint window. In the my blueprint window you see the graphs here, like event graph we have. It is the event graph. In the event graph we have event begin play node and the event tick node. So these two are event nodes. It is showing there are no functions, there are no macros, there are no variables, there are no event dispatchers which you can create. You can create functions, you can create macros, you can create variables, you can create event dispatches. We'll discuss about all these things in the upcoming classes. And in the middle you have the event graph. So in the event graph you will be creating the graph of nodes to implement the gameplay logic, right? So just now we have seen, like if you have some actor in the scene, you can get reference to that actor and then you can rotate or do whatever you want. This is a place. And on the right hand side we have the details panel where you will see the properties of the selected object or selected variable or selected function. Like for example, if I create a variable here, so you see that automatically it is filled with some details. So here is a variable and its properties, you can modify them. We'll discuss about all these things in the upcoming classes, so no, not to worry. And here at the bottom we have compiler results window, where you will see whether your graph is successfully compiled or you have any warnings or errors. It will display in this place. So it is telling compile of level 4 is successful. That means there are no errors or warnings in this event graph, because anyhow we don't have anything actually, it's completely empty, right? Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is a user interface of your level blueprint, how it looks. See, this level blueprint, it's a event graph. For this is a viewport. So this is a viewport. This is a viewport. From this viewport you can access the actors in the event graph, and you can add functionalities to them after getting the reference. Okay, that's about the user interface in short. Now if you want to rotate, example, like you want to rotate a cube and cube 2 in the z-axis 5 degrees per frame in the level 1 and level 2. So if you see here, let's say I'll go here, file, new level, basic, create, file, save current level as, this is, let's say, level 5, level level 5. Okay, so level 5 I have created here. Now in the level 5, okay, let's say we have two cubes. So we have a cube here. Okay, this is one cube, and there is one more cube. We have two cubes, cube and cube 2. Now I want to rotate both of these cubes around z-axis 5 degrees per frame. So what I have to do? Can you tell me? Is it possible?
Shouldn't you use level instead of level blueprint? Shouldn't you use an active blueprint?
Yeah, we can use. I'm just explaining the difference. That's it. Once again. So I want to know like whether you understood or not. That's it.
Oh, okay. Then you go to the level blueprint and use the.
Okay. So just tell me the steps. Okay.
Level blueprint.
Yes, I have to open the level blueprint. So level 5 level blueprint is open. Right. Next, what I have to do?
Then grab the reference to both the cubes.
Okay. So I can select the cube. Select this cube also. I can definitely select both of them, and then I can right click. So this time you are not seeing create reference to cube there. You can see here. Why? Because
yes,
you have selected two actors, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you go down somewhere, you should have create reference to two selected actors. You will see this one. So you will get reference to both. So if you want individual, of course you select the first like this, and then right click and say create reference to cube. You select this one and then go back, right click, create reference to cube 2, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what I have to do next?
And then you get the actor world rotation one.
Yes, so if you have to drag a wire from this reference node, and
yes, sir.
You can say add actor world rotation, add actor world rotation. Right, next I am going to say in the z-axis I want to rotate 5 degrees per frame. So I'll say 5 here, and I want to rotate both, right, cube and cube 2. So I'll just give both of them here as a target. So cube and cube 2 are target, and they should rotate around 5 degrees per frame. So if I say compile, save, so everything is perfect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. After that, what I have to do, I can play and test, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I click on the play button, see they are not rotating actually, and I am getting the error also. So why we are getting the error?
I think we haven't connected it, sir.
We haven't connected. What we haven't connected? Everything is connected here. So when you get the error, no, first you have to read the error. Okay, what is the error? Can you read here on the screen?
Static. Oh, it hasn't been set to movable.
Yes, right. So I told you, right, you have to first set the actors to movable. So when you do movable, see they are now rotating, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason I am asking you whether you understood or not, how you will if you face any problem, how you should solve them. I'm just discussing here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now in the level 5 we have two cubes, and we are rotating them. Fine. Now if I go file, say new level, basic, create, and say file, save current level as, this is level level 6, and in the level 6 also I have two cubes. So cube 2. Okay. Now I want to rotate these two cubes around z axis 5 degrees per frame. So what I have to do now?
We have to do the same thing we did in level 1.
Yeah, what I have to do? You should tell me the steps actually.
Okay, then the cube should be set to movable.
Very good. So now you understood. So first we have to set them to movable, right?
Then you have to go to the level blueprint.
Yes, open the level blueprint.
Then take the reference of both actors after selecting them.
Yes, right click and then create reference to both the actors, right?
Then you take one blueprint and drag it out to get the world rotation node.
Yes, add actor world rotation. Add actor world rotation. So make sure you have to remember all these steps, as well as you have to remember the nodes that we are using. Okay, what is the purpose of these pins and all. So here I connect them, and in the z
Then you
axis,
change the z value.
yes, z value I have to give. Next what I have to do?
Then you have to say compile and save, and then
Yes,
check.
yes, we have to compile and save, and then we have to click on the play button. Now you can see that they are rotating without any error. So you have to do this in every level. So level blueprint is for implementing level specific functionalities. Now some important notes about level blueprint. Each level comes with its own level blueprint. Okay, each level comes with its own level blueprint. There is only one level blueprint for each level. Okay, there is only one level blueprint for each level, and you cannot create new level blueprints. You cannot create new level blueprints. You can only open the level blueprint. Okay, and it is used to add level specific functionality. Okay, it's clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that is about the level blueprint we understood, and now we'll understand the blueprint class. Okay, let's discuss a little more about this one. So blueprint class, what is it? It is a asset used to add functionality to gameplay elements. Gameplay elements mean anything, like it can be player, it can be a coin, it can be an enemy, or it can be a jump, it can be a door, anything. Okay, those are all called gameplay elements, which can be reused in the same level or in the multiple levels. It is blueprint class is used to create reusable actors. It is used to create reusable actors. Now how do you create blueprint class? You have to right click in the blueprints folder. So first you should create a folder called blueprints. In the blueprints folder itself you have to create all the blueprint classes. Place, okay, click blueprint class and select the parent class as actor, because actor is something that we can place or spawn in the level, and you have to give a name. So blueprint class should prefix with bp underscore. Okay, bp underscore. So I can create a bp cube. So let's go to new level again, basic, create file, save current level as, this is going to be, let's say, level 7. Okay, I'm just creating some new levels, right? So you have to create a blueprints folder. Okay, first let me right click and say here new folder from here, and then you have to give the name here to blueprints. Okay, so that's how you create a new folder actually, and I can delete this. In the blueprints folder you right click and say blueprint class, and you choose the parent actor here, parent class as the actor, and then you can give a name bp underscore. Let's say you want to create a car, so I can say bp underscore car. So you can see bp underscore car blueprint class is created. Okay, so this is how you create a blueprint class. Now you can construct the blueprint class. How? First you have to open the blueprint class. So how do you open? By double clicking. When you double click, you can see that the blueprint class is open. You can see the parent class is actor here. It is showing the parent class is actor, and next you first define the visual of the blueprint. So in the viewport window you define the visual, like how this blueprint class instances should look actually. So how do you define visual? By going to the components, adding the components. So whatever you add here, they are all actually called components. They are all called components, and every blueprint class has its own viewport, its own event graph. Viewport, event graph. So here you can define a car, how it looks. So you can simply say add a cube. I'm adding a cube. You see that cube is added, and then I scale this in the x-axis by maybe 6 times, and in the y-axis by 4 times, and in the z-axis by 0.5. So you can modify the location, rotation, scale of the component in the details panel itself here. And then let's say here I'm going to add one cylinder. So I select a cylinder here, okay, and I am going to rotate it by 90 degrees and I scale it down here, okay, and then I can make it as a wheel. Actually this is gonna be a wheel, okay. Now let me scale it here 1.5 and I'm going to place it back. And here in the blueprint class, okay, you cannot use alt drag, okay, it will not make a duplicate by using alt drag. You have to use control D to duplicate, control D. So I can place this other side here like this, okay. Again I can select both of them, press control D, duplicate. After pressing control D, we can move this over here, and this one I'll move over here. So like this you can create a car. It looks like a car now, you can see that. If you want, you can add more elements, okay, you can add lights, you can, if you want, you can set materials also to them here. So let me go here and say add feature pack, content, starter content, and add to project. So you can see that starter content is added. If I go back, I can select the material from here. So let's say I'll use this basic asset or some material I'll use. Okay, let me search for BASIC, basic material. Some material I can use. Let me use this basic asset 01 material like this. Okay, compile and save. Now what happens here when you drag and drop, you can see that the car is created over here. So you can duplicate here, you can make multiple duplicates of the car. Let me delete the player from here, player start. So you can see that we have cars here. Understanding now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like this. So blueprint class, and after defining the visual, you define the behavior of the blueprint class. Behavior you implement in the event graph window, okay, event graph window. Now I want to move these cars in the forward direction here in the x-axis. X is forward in Unreal Engine, X is forward, Y is right, Z is up. So I want to move these cars in the forward direction. So I'll go to event graph. As I want to move continuously, here I will right click and say add actor world offset. Add actor world offset will use. And here you see it is asking for the delta location. I want to move it in the x-axis, so I'll simply say here 10 and compile and save. And if I click on the play button, you see that the cars are moving forward. If you want to move faster, of course you can give higher value like 50, compile, save and play. You see they are moving more faster. If you give negative, they move backside. So this is how you will be. And here target is self means this whole blueprint. If you want to individually move, like you want to move only this cube, definitely you can just drag and drop the cube or drag and drop a cylinder, a specific wheel. Maybe this wheel you want to rotate, so you can again use same rotation node here you have. So you will get add world rotation. So to rotate the components, instead of using add actor world rotation, for components you will use add world rotation. There is no actor, there is no term called actor. So if there is no term called actor, that means you are rotating the component here, not the whole actor. So if you are seeing the actor term, that means you are moving the whole actor or rotating the whole actor. You are applying the behavior to the whole actor. So here it is applying to only this component. Okay, understanding? Hello?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Since this BP car is a component, what
BP car
happens
is
if
not
you
a
do?
component. BP car is not a component. It's a blueprint class. These are the components of the blueprint class. So you can see components window. In the components window, cube, cylinder, they are all components actually. Okay.
Okay.
BP car is a blueprint class. You are building the blueprint class visual with the help by adding these components. Okay.
Which actor does it exactly rotate, even if you do add actor rotation?
Add actor world offset. Add sorry, add actor world rotation. Okay, now you ask me the doubt. What it does, you are asking, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is actually going to rotate the whole car, this whole car. So this is an actor, this whole car is an actor. In the car, each of these wheels and all, they are components actually.
Okay.
Okay, you are actually moving the whole car here. So when you move the whole car, like BP car is the main, like you can say like a parent object. Let's say this is a sphere. Okay, this is your BP car. So in the BP car, you are making this as the child. Now if you move this sphere, this cube also moves along with it, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what actually happening here actually. So this is the BP car, the main actor. Inside that you have all these components. So you are moving actually this whole BP car. So when you move the car, all these components will move along with it. So these are all BP cars. Understanding? Understood the difference
Yes.
now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you are moving the whole car. You are rotating the whole car. Now if you want to move individual elements, as I told, instead of actor, you will be using add world rotation, add world offset. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these nodes you should understand. So target you understood, right? Target means what here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me take another screenshot of this. So after the class, make sure you practice this.
Okay, sir.
You should go to level blueprint, implement the functionality, get the reference to actor and move, rotate, whatever you want to. You can do that. And as I told, this blueprint class is a reusable asset. Now you can use it in another level, like if you go to file, new level, basic, create, file, save current level as, and it is a level 8. So in the level 8 also you can add it, you can reuse it, and you can have as many as you want, like this. And if I play, they all move. You can see that they all move. And not only that, if you want this asset in another project, you can migrate this. You can right click and go to asset actions and migrate. When you migrate, you can migrate to another project also. You need not to rebuild this entire car in another project if you want. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like that. So any modification you do in the blueprint, it will be it is affected to all the instances. Like for example, in this viewport, if I say add a Niagara particle system, okay, I am adding a Niagara particle system here, one, control D, duplicate, and the another one on the other side here, and both of them I select, go to details panel and select the Niagara system. Here let's say fire, Niagara system, don't have fire anything. I think Niagara systems we don't have. Let me go for, we'll add a cascaded particle system. So I'll take it back here and I press Ctrl D to duplicate and drag the other side here, select both of them, and now we can get the fire from our starter content.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes. Compile.
What's the difference between cascaded and Niagara? Like main difference.
Cascaded particle system was the previous system. We used to use this in previous versions. Now the Niagara systems are used to create the effects. So this is an old system for creating the effects. Okay. It is still supported now also, but maybe in future it is not supported actually. Okay.
It is just less user friendly version of Niagara system.
You can say like that actually.
Okay.
So you see that all the cars are having now fire in the back. Now if I play, see they are moving with that. So any modification you do here, it is affected to all the instances. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is about the level blueprint and blueprint class, how you will use in Unreal Engine. Yeah, I suggest you to try this. Okay. And we'll discuss the next topics in the next class. Fine.
Alright, sir.